Hey everyone, going live from the Marma J YouTube for the first time. Just gonna drop in and see if it's working. Should be a pretty short stream. Yeah, seems like it's working. So I promised Ricky, one of my longtime friends, that I would record a quick video going through um, Mintbase.io. As you can see, I'm logged in right now under Chloe.near. It's pretty easy to log in, log out. If you click up here, for example, you can see I'm logged in under Chloe.near. Um, so as you come to Mintbase.io, you will so you'll see this. If you don't know what Mintbase is, it's a next-gen utility NFT engine. You can log into your Near account. If you don't have a Near account, you can go to wallet.near.org. You can hit create new account. You can go through that whole process. That's not really what we're talking about today. We're just going to be doing a really quick video about getting onto the Letsbbcreativ store. It's one of the smart contracts we have. So if you go to create even, you'll see that there's a bunch of stores here that me, Chloe.near, can mint on. So my Near account is Chloe.near. These, the VR DAO, Letsbbcreativ, DE, CreateBase, MarmaJ, and Chloe, these are all smart contracts that I can mint or create NFTs on. So we're going to talk about Letsbbcreativ. As you can see now, you can see a bunch of NFTs that have been created on this store. There's a burn function here. Only the owner can burn these. You could sell or you can transfer. So these are the NFTs that have been created by multiple different people. If I go to settings, you can see the settings for this store. 10% royalties go to marmaj.near. You can change the account here, and so I can say royalties go to the DAO, for example. For now, we're keeping royalties going to marmaj.near because that's the account that we know for sure we'll have access to forever. Here you could add more minters. Ricky is hopefully going to become a council member on the MarmaJ DAO soon. He has someone who might want to mint some NFTs. So what we would do is we take the Near name, we put it in here. So say it was, right? We'd add that in. Looks like it's a real person. I don't think this is the account that they have though. We would grant them permission and then they would be under this active minters list. So we have quite a few active minters already, and anyone on this list can mint NFTs on our store, list them for sale, or transfer them to other Near addresses. And also when you have the default split revenue, so the royalties is every single sale for the life of the NFT. And this is the first sale. So on the first sale, so if an NFT gets sold for 10 Near, we're going to take half of the split revenues every time there's a first sale going to our Sputnik DAO. So if you don't know what a DAO is, you don't know what are you talking about, what's your DAO, I can quickly I'm actually doing so here's the MarmaJ Foundation logged into marmaj.near. Again, I can show earned, for example. So this is what it looks like when someone purchases an NFT. You'll see that the marmaj.near earns a little bit every time, which is pretty awesome. You can kind of see how that, look, we earned 72 Near from this account a month ago. It's pretty interesting, pretty cool. So it's awesome how we're able to have people come onto our store, mint some cool NFTs, and actually it can go towards raising money for the MarmaJ Foundation. That works out pretty well. And now if you want to see our DAO, this is the MarmaJ DAO, so marmaj.sputnikdao.near. If we want to check out more information about this, we can go to the mainnet explorer for Near. We can kind of put this address into the search bar and we can see that the DAO has 372 Near. We can kind of see what's happened. There's been some proposals acted, a confirm. This is probably for a sale of an art piece where funds came in. And if you go back to a month ago, for example, you could actually see like those funds that came in from that person purchasing the NFT. So if we scroll all the way back, let's see if we can find it. I can't even find the piece. Regardless though, that's how we'd find it. I'm assuming no one's actually watching this stream, but I guess I will check to see if anyone's commenting. Yeah, no one commenting right now. But yeah, let's pop back into the MarmaJ store. This is what it looks like when you earn from people that are buying the MarmaJ NFTs. And you can look at the profile here and see like what we've got, what we've minted, for example. is just these few NFTs. We haven't minted that much on the Marma J store yet, but the idea is we also have, for example, the Friends of the Care project. So if you look at the NFTs that the Friends of the Care project has minted, this is our first, full mint for the Marma J Foundation. So for example, we have only one available out of 10. And if you look at the auctions that happened for this piece already, you can see that multiple people have, so the Marma J FOTCP.near minted this piece. So if you're an individual that wants to mint, you can do so as well on the Letsbbcreativ store, for example. You can have auctions, and these splits will go to different people. So as we saw, like there's royalties, there's one-time splits and everything else. Because Rebecca.near is now the owner, they're in the one-time splits. The royalties go to FOTCP.near. Bianca.near is the artist who created the digital rendition of this, and then MarmaJ.near as the project that tries to organize all of this and continue having it go into the future. So let's go back to Chrome so that we can actually show a little more about the Letsbbcreativ store. Although this is pretty much all there is to it. We could take an account address here, in the add minter section, and we can go ahead. So actually, let's have some fun. Let's add, actually, I don't want to mint on Marma J, but where would I mint? Let's see. I might mint on Amory.near. So what would happen here is I would hit grant. It would redirect to the wallet like it always does. If you hit more information, you'll see what's happening. We are, for this, remember I said all these stores are smart contracts. So for the smart contract of Letsbbcreativ, we're going to grant a minter. That's the function we're calling. And the account we're going to add, the account ID is Amory.near. And there's some, fee information and stuff like that. Not very important. But I'm agreeing to that. That sounds good. And the fee is, is quite low. So we only have 2 near available, but that's, more than enough. We're going to hit allow. It's going to, have the transaction succeed. Hopefully we're going to be transferred. Yep, succeeded. We're going to go back to the website. And this is where you can see that Amory.near has been added as a minter. So now if I log in to this store under Amory.near, and I can actually show that. Let's go back to Firefox. Actually, I could have logged in here with that. But let's go here. Let's go here. We're going to add another account. It's going to redirect us to the wallet again. Let's go to Amory.near. Let's hit allow. I'm going to have to grab my handy dandy ledger. So Chloe.near is not secured by a ledger. That's why you didn't see this ledger interaction the first time. Now, this time, it's going to give me this interaction. I'm going to add the key on my ledger, and then it's going to automatically process it here as well on the screen. So now I'm logged into Amory.near. Amory.near is not, has not, look, even for the profile, has not been set up yet. So it's using old information. It's not even, loading everything. Oh, there we go. Look at that. But there's nothing set up for Amory.near yet. So, if you go to the settings here, you'll see I've set nothing up. There's been no NFTs minted. If I go back and I go to what we've minted in the past, so, nothing minted. Let's follow it. Oh, let's not follow ourselves. But as you can see, for example, Amory does own some NFTs. So I minted a fun one for myself, sent that to him. And also these paper toys, an artist in the Near community or the Mintbase community creates them. They come with metadata where you can actually print out the PDFs, if I recall correctly. So let's see. You can see a 3D model, and you can let's see. You can play around with it. You can see what it's going to look like. Let's give it a little thumbs up. And let's see, more info. Might be it. Nope. Where is the PDF? I actually don't know where the PDF is. That's all right. The point is, there's some data somewhere. Actually, maybe not in this one. But we're gonna go and show what it would look like to create. Oh, here's the PDF. So the first one was just like a special one for a certain project, didn't come with the PDF. This one does come with a PDF where you can load the instructions for how to make this. So you'd print this out, you'd cut along the lines, and this would, you'd be able to actually create this toy. So that's pretty cool. Thought I would support the project in that way. But if you go to create, you'll see now that even though I've never used this Amory.near account to make its own smart contract, I have now been added to Letsbbcreativ. So if you get added to Letsbbcreativ for the very first time, this is what you'll see. You'll come to Mintbase, right? So let's go to the home page again. So this is what you'd see. Log in, and then on the right hand corner you'd see your near account and an empty profile. Then when you go to the little sandwich bar on the top left, you'd hit create, like, okay, I want to create an NFT, and you'd already see yourself logged in to letsbbcreativ.near. Now you can create a new store, right? That's gonna have its own, settings. You could also, see the Letsbbcreativ store and see what's already been done if you want to get some inspo and some inspiration for what's already happening. You can use a redeemer, which is a whole different thing. We won't go into that for this video, but you can also just mint, right? So minting is relatively simple. You click upload main image. I don't even know, I'm not even gonna mint anything for real, but when you click it, when you select an image or a file of any kind, or I guess image, JPEG, whatever, this is the cover photo of the NFT. So I just put Marma J Foundation cover photo. You can click as many as you want. I mean, up to 10 for the first one, but you can mint as many as you want in successive transactions. Each transaction, they only allow you to do 10 on the front end. I think Nate, the co-founder of Mintbase, said he got up to 90 something mints. But on the front end for now, just 10 mints per one. So name, you can call it whatever you want. So Marma J Foundation. I can't spell. It's okay. No one needs to know how to spell. That's what Grammarly is for. So what does the token represent? Testing. Add up to 4 more tags. You could, tab. What is it? Not enter to add the tag. It's not tab, right? There you go. One more, I guess. And you can put some splits. Like I said, these are forever royalties. So normally we leave it all at Marma J, but let's say we wanted to add the DAO after some time. We would just go, Marma J, Sputnik, DAO.near. In my opinion, this is by far the most difficult part, like figuring out how you're going to do these splits. Let's make this screen a bit smaller. How you're going to do these splits, how you're going to, actually, let's make the screen a bit smaller as well. The screen's not very responsive, like sizing. So you might have to, change the zoom so you can see more of what's going on the screen. So now this looks a lot better. Yeah, so you can go to the revenue now. You can add more splits to different near accounts. So hey, if someone buys this, I want to give some funds to Bianca.near because she's the one that actually created this. So let's give her 21%. And then I'm sitting here doing this, so I'm logged in as under Amory.near. So let's say this was your account, you're logged in. You wanna get the rest of it. So was that 39? Nope, that's not correct. I can't do math either apparently. So there you go. You can add a date. You could be like, okay, you know what? This is for the party that's going to be happening October 11th to 15th. Whoops. It doesn't like me today. Oh, it took off October. No, I want October. It doesn't want to let me do this today. Okay, let's do September 13th to 16th. Let's keep it really simple. I don't feel like taking forever to figure this one out. But this is where you can drop larger media. So like I said, this image to the left here, the Marma J Foundation image, is the cover photo. But you can drop other media as well. So you can drop audio, video, you can drop 3D, files as well. So have fun, go for it if you're a creative and you have some really cool art stuff to do. Or like I said, if this is a ticket to some event, you can hire a creative to just make some 3D artifact that goes with your ticket so it looks really cool. Upload files. So like I showed in that little paper toy thing that I bought on the Amory's account, you can upload your own file. So let's say, again, this is for a event that the Marma J is going to host. We could have a file with a flyer for the event, more information. We do plan on adding PDFs to all of our mints in the future. We just haven't got around to creating this PDF file. More of for us, it's going to be infographics about the Marma J Foundation so that anyone that buys an NFT from us has a basic infographic about what we're about. Location is pretty cool because, again, for this event, maybe we want people to know how to get there without having to, save some sort of data. Well, now we can actually have people in the actual NFT get the exact location where they need to go. So this is the location of the Marma J Foundation. If you went to this location on the map, you would, I guess, get to the Marma J Foundation, I suppose, awkwardly. Please don't go there. And you got a website. So let's go to, I should open it up here. Marma J. I can't spell. I totally can't spell. So marmaj.org is our website. If you have your own website, this is where you'd add it. This, where I showed more information in the previous mint, I'll show it again later if you missed that. That's where it will go to your website. So again, personally, like if we had a specific, events page, I might say, okay, you know what, maybe this event's going to be held in the metaverse, and we're going to host this event in our CryptoVoxels gallery. So I'm going to pop into our CryptoVoxels gallery. Yeah, it takes a while to load, sorry. I'm also doing like this. Yeah, so I'm also doing computation for a circuit right now. It's for the CLR fund. It's probably making things take a little longer too. But you can come into VR, see what's going on. Looks pretty cool, right? So this is where our event's going to be. We're going to sell NFTs for the event that's here. Or maybe give them away just so people know. Like, for example, this week for our weekly DAO chat, I plan to come into here. You can open up a chat. I have to sign into chat. Let's do that. So it looks cool. Oh, is it going to be logged into like Near and everything too? Oh gosh. Okay. Well, as you can see, I'm logged into Near, but oh no. Okay, I'm going to log into Ethereum just so that I can awkwardly show what that looks like. Let's try that again. Sign. We're going to sign the transaction on our ledger on Ethereum now. So the Marma J DAO is on Near, but we use Ethereum assets as well. And the idea, to keep this really clear, so our DAO purpose is just to manage Marma J assets. So that means on Near and Ethereum as well. There's a rainbow bridge that connects Near and Ethereum trustlessly. So eventually the idea is that we can call a function on a DAO to control assets on Ethereum like this CryptoVoxels parcel. So now we're logged in. You can see our wonderful little outfit. Yay. Okay, maybe we can do a little wave too. Apparently there's new dance moves. Oh my gosh, you can do a backflip? What? Since when? How do you do it? I have not used this. Usually, yeah. No, but how do you actually backflip? Maybe it's like what you pick the emote. That's insane. Okay, but how do you actually use the emote? Nope. This is interesting. Oh, H, which used to be the help controls. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to build. I want to socialize. And there's no help. There we go. Okay. New people. That's how I teleport. I can do G to access options. Okay. But how do I actually emote? That's not helpful. Oh, dance. Okay, let's see if this works. No, see? Oh, maybe it's supposed to be dancing right now. It's not doing it though. I wanted to wave at everybody, but it's not working, sadly. Anyways, this was not the point of this. The point of this was to get this link and say that if you went to Mintbase, you can put this link here. And when you have your NFT and you send it to everyone, when they click more information, they'll get dropped right into your VR parcel. So maybe this is a gallery NFT, and what you're doing is you're creating. So let's go back to Mintbase. Let's go back to like some of the main information. You could be like Marma J Foundation gallery invite. Let's make this a real NFT because why not? Amory.near invites you to the Marma J gallery in CryptoVoxels. Why not? So instead of having these random things here, right? Let's put like Marma J gallery. I think it does only fits. So Marma J Foundation just fits. and I can do Marma J Gallery. Oops, I'm anal about that kind of stuff. So Marma J Gallery. I can't remember what else I used, like Marma J, and then let's do crypto voxels, if I can spell. Perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna say is this is a, I guess, membership. I don't know. Let's call it a membership. We're going to say we're going to remove this account from the royalties. We're going to say that royalties just go. Actually, let's give 19 to. I don't expect anyone to buy these, but why not? For the revenue, if someone actually comes out and buys one of these, sure. I don't expect them to sell, but you could put some to all these people. So date. I think September 5th is going to be the date of our next. Actually, I don't think I want to have a date up, so I can use these forever. If I have a date, then it makes it like a little bit awkward. Okay, no PDF, no forever media. We're not going to put a video in there or anything. We could, like, it would be cool, like, for example, like if I got backflips or waving to work. Actually, you know what would be interesting? Okay, we're gonna try and keep this like super simple. Let's see if we can like get something basic. We're gonna, oops. Let's see. Let's see if we can, there we go. Let's go back to Mintbase, upload file. Oops, not in for PDF. We're gonna go to media, upload file. We just, desktop. Where are you? There we go. It only wants, okay. So you can't put normal stuff in this one. I'm not gonna go through doing more, but I actually don't want to use the main CryptoVoxels link when I invite people. Let's see what it looks like. I usually try and invite them to the parcel page. So what that looks like is this. So when people come in, they can see like Marma J Gallery. The problem is a parcel on top of ours, and so it makes it a bit hard to know what's going on. So sometimes I do like dropping people right in, but for the most part, like I could put more stuff on the outside. So yeah, I think I lied. I'm not gonna give them the parcel page. I'm just gonna have them drop straight in. But when we hit visit, this is the actual link that I like to use because I actually positioned where I want people to drop into. So yes, when they drop in, they kind of get a relatively good view of like what we have on offer. So let's copy that link to make sure we have the correct one. Let's add that to our website. And then for custom data, you could add some if you want. So you have a key value pair. So you can be like invite, and you can say like, you know, holders of this token can feel special knowing why can't I spell today? Knowing that, like my brain can spell it, but I can't actually read it out and spell it. I can just only type it out and memorize the word. Anyways, knowing that you have been invited. Let's see if that works. Okay, so I mean, I don't like, it's not that big of a deal to Mint. I'm gonna have to go back to near on my ledger. So let's log back in. Okay, and I'm gonna end the stream because this video has gone for more than long enough. Ambry's gonna mint it. I could have looked at the metadata, but I did not. Because to me, I can also see the metadata on my ledger for the most part. So like, I don't mind. I have a screen on my ledger so I can see it. There you go. It costed me fractions of a near. It redirects to the wallet. And now look, instead of it being blank here, sorry, it's going to show my mint. I just made this Marma J Foundation Gallery invite. This is me. This is mine. I can mint more. I can be like, okay, fine. I want 10 more. Sure. Cool. Let's do it. Now I have 20 of these, right? It's not a big deal. I'm going to have to go back to my ledger. Yes, you will not have to go back to your ledger unless you have a ledger. If you do not have a ledger, you will just sign it right on your by clicking accept. On on your UI, on your user interface. Boom, now we have 20. I can burn. I definitely don't want to burn them. That would be like, but you can burn them and they'll be gone and you won't have any at that point. You could transfer some. So let's say I want to send one to Bianca.near, Rebecca.near, near. Maybe I want to send one to MarmaJ.near, send one to MarmaJ Sputnik DAO.near, right? Someone to the DAO. Sure. I mean, I don't know who else would want one. This is purely a test, anyways. But this seems good enough. So you can batch transfer and send a bunch. You can look at more information and see what ID they're getting. So token ID 158, 159, 160, 170, 162. So token ID 162 is owned by the DAO. So for example, this is kind of totally off tangent. But if I wanted to send a token, so for example, we sent a token to Ricky one time. Sending a token to Ricky, we sent token ID 12. Here's the code for that if you ever want to like see what happened. All we had to do was call a function saying that we want tokens from this contract to be batch transferred, and we wanted to send token ID 12 to Sour Icky. So it's kind of confusing sometimes, but this is all that's happening in the front end. You're calling for this contract instead of Mintbase. You're calling the same function, batch transfer. So, I mean, it's the same, you know, instead of calling MarmaJ, we're calling Letsbbcreativ. We're calling batch transfer in both instances. And then you can see which token ID and who it's going to. So the DAO could actually send out like this too. The DAO could send out multiple tokens at once in one function. And you can see, well, we're gonna go back, we're gonna hit allow. And now I took so long to do that my ledger locked again. It locks in like a minute. I'm pretty anal about like somewhat security, I suppose, and so I don't want to leave it there, go do something else. I don't know, whatever. There you go. There you go. Transferred successfully. So now we don't have 20, we have 15. We sent 5 away. That's how easy it is. So if you end up being added to the Letsbbcreativ store, you will also be able to do this exact same thing. You'll be able to mint more, transfer some to your friends. Let's say you have whatever. You can use it as a redeemer. So you could actually say, wow, someone actually did this. Someone actually burned. So basically, if someone burns a token, like if a user burns their token, the NFT will no longer exist, right? So a user can actually go burn this token now. So Rebecca.near, who has this token, can come burn the NFT at the event this weekend that we have for the MarmaJ Foundation. We're gonna have weekly calls. We're gonna have it in CryptoVoxels. So let's talk about it. We get into CryptoVoxels. We're hanging out, right? We're hanging out, and Rebecca comes in. I'm not logged in. Oh, why am I not logged in? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The point is, I'm not on my Ethereum account. I'm on Near again. So the point is, Rebecca comes in. She goes, "I'm here." I say, "Okay, you know what? Burn your ticket to show me that you're here. You've used it. You've come into the door." Now, if she burns that ticket, and I'll be able to see it here. And if she lies and says, "Oh, I burned it. I'm coming in to use the ticket," I'll see that it did not happen. If I don't see Rebecca.near burning the NFT for the MarmaJ Foundation ticket, I will not, give her the prize or whatever it is for coming into the event. So that's pretty cool. But if you wanted to use that redeemer function, you could also mint more, right? But what you can do now is you can start selling these. So I'm going to say we're going to sell them for 1.19. We're going to make them simple sales, and we're not going to do auctions for something like this. We're just going to put them up for sale and probably just leave them forever. But you can see it's relatively inexpensive to transfer these and put them up for sale. If you look at more information, again, the DAO can do the same thing by calling a function to do similar, account, interacting with a contract, to do a function, and here's the arguments. So same thing here. We have an account, Amber.near, interacting with a contract, calling a function, and these are the arguments. So we are going to take these token IDs, so the rest of them, and we're going to send them to the account ID of market at Mintbase, so the Mintbase marketplace. And the message, which is always going to, it helps you to add some extra data. So for this, the message is going to be something that adds a price. And if the price is going to be 1.9 near, there's so many decimal places because near uses 24 decimal places. So basically, if you count back from here, 24, you'll get to here, 1.19. And the auto transfer true means it's not an auction. If anyone puts in 1.19 near, they will get the NFT. You can't stop them. It is already built into the blockchain. And that's how this works. Allow. And again, I talk way too much. And so, yeah. But that's all right. And so as we go through the NFT, we approve it, we do all that fun stuff with the metadata. And we will now have these NFTs up for sale. So if you got added to the Letsbbcreativ store for the first time right here, you have now logged in right here, top right hand corner. You have gone to create, this button right here, create. You have minted your NFT, you put all the data in there the way you've wanted it. Nice list. You can add notifications to make sure you get it. I think can you tweet about it? That's kind of cool. Can I tweet about it right now? Oh, that's cool. I've never done this before. I'm just gonna click it because that's just cool. I like that. Oh, cool. I don't even know what that is. Ooh, Catalyst tokens. Oh gosh. Anyways, that's funny. So you list it. We don't have auctions up. We don't need notifications. We don't need notifications up because it's not an auction. When these sell out, we'll get the near. That's great. And then I'll be able to go to earned, for example. Again, Amory's already earned a little bit of near, but I'll be able to see it here anyways when I come back in. So if you want to see the listing, you can see this wonderful listing we have. If someone pops along, they can, Marma J Foundation Gallery invite. There's 15 available. You can buy now. Obviously, because I own them, I can transfer them. You can upvote. This is, so you can see the royalties are going to marmaj.near and amory.near. If I put in a little picture for Amory, you'd see it there. One time, so if someone buys this, part of it will go to the DAO, part of it will go to Amory, and part of it will go to Bianca. More information, like I said, will drop you straight into CryptoVoxels. So as I hit more information, I'm dropped, and you can see my other browser. So say that was me. This is someone. So that person is me. Someone who got the NFT just clicked more information, and they were like, "Oh, cool! I'm here at this thing." Now, obviously, if I was doing this properly, I should have went into the NFT, and I should have said, so here I said invite, and then here holders of this token can feel special knowing that you have been invited. But what I should have said is, how to attend, and been like, please click more information to drop into our Marma J Foundation Gallery and CryptoVoxels. And then I can have other key value pairs saying more information, like, we have, when are our calls? Our calls are every Sunday at, 1 p.m. Eastern. Please feel free to come. Who should come? Then you could say, you can put whatever you want for key value pairs. If we're not actually having it in this location, but if you had a physical event, you could have it there. And honestly, this is Mintbase and how it works and how you'd use a Letsbbcreativ store. Now, of course, if I went to log into a different account, let's say I logged into Marma J and I went to the marketplace, it might show up here. I think it wouldn't show up this soon. Latest list takes a few hours to update, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure it's relatively centralized for using the front end and seeing. I think that makes sense. I have to look through what's there. Some cool NFTs here. But eventually the Marma J NFT might end up here. You could see this is actually an NFT from the Letsbbcreativ store, which is pretty cool to see. I've purchased some from the Letsbbcreativ store as well. But yes, this is how it works. If you would like to join the Letsbbcreativ store, drop into the Marma J Telegram chat. Ask us, give us your near name and say you want to join the store. This is the process I'll use. I will, let's go back to Chromie for a second. I'll go to Chrome. I will, sorry, I'm on the wrong tab. I'll go to Chrome. I'll go to the main page. I'll go to Letsbbcreativ store. I'll go to, see, this is me just clicking random buttons. I'll go to settings. I'll go down here. I'll put your near account in. So your near account.near. That's probably not going to work. But if it does work, a green check mark, I'll hit grant. I can't hit grant if it's not real anyways. You'll be added to the mentors, and then you will be able to go to hit create, go down to Letsbbcreativ. You'll be able to mint, and you'll be able to do all this stuff yourself. So hopefully this is helpful, Ricky especially, Brenda maybe. But this should kind of help you understand, once you have your Near account, at least how do you do this. Now, very, 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 very important last point. When you let's go back to, anyways, we're here anyway. Not going nowhere. So you're logged in, you're here, and you're like, okay, I want to test this out. I want to create some stuff. Right now we're on the Near mainnet. So everything you do costs real Near. If you make a mistake, you're going to have to burn it. It's kind of a hassle. You're using real Near each time. You can go to testnet. Okay, so if you go to testnet, you can do all of this without spending real money. Okay, so I mean, that to me, that's pretty helpful. So you can hit login. You can hit sign in with Near. It'll do the exact same thing as before, but instead of being real Near, we're at wallet.testnet.near.org. So you can create an account. You can pick whatever you want. My Near account. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Someone actually took my Near account.testnet. Man, my Near account 212. Doesn't even matter. You hit reserve my account. You choose how you want to secure it. Secure it by email preferably. You don't need to be very secure for a testnet account. When you're doing mainnet, please use a passphrase or a ledger. But you put in your email. I'm not going to do this whole thing right now. But then you would be able to log in to the Mintbase testnet, do all the things we just talked about, except instead of going on Letsbbcreativ, you could actually go onto your own store, right? So you can log in here, go onto your own store. I wonder if I'm already logged in on Firefox. Sorry, this is why I have multiple browsers, because they definitely do different things. So let's go to testnet. Let's see if we're logged in. We should be. I'm like 90% sure. There we go. YSN Superfan. So here, when you go to create, instead of having to mint on someone else's DAO, you could hit new store. Type in, my store, symbol, mine. Okay. So you deploy your store, and, it'll go to the wallet again. But this time it'll take 7 Near. So as you can see, 7 Near is like, $40, $30, $38. So you don't want to be making mistakes on mainnet. You'd rather do it on testnet where you get free Near to play around with, more information. Yeah, it looks all good. No big deal on testnet, to be honest. If you make a mistake, just try it again. But here we go. We're going to go on my YSN Superfan.testnet. We deployed this store. This is our own smart contract, now our own store. Now I got the Marma DAO test store, and I have my store. We go into my store. Now we can do everything ourselves. We can have our own settings. We can mint, redeem, view, make another store. We can be like, another one, right? We can be like, mine also. You can only use 5, I forgot. Mine 2x. Mine 2. Right? I made a mistake on my first store. It's okay. 7 Near again, no big deal. It's free. It's testnet. No, don't worry about it. You can make 10 stores in a row. Test out everything you want to do. Maybe you want to try a store for your coffee shop. Maybe you want to try a store for your school. Maybe you want to try a school for your sports team to make some playing cards and some highlights. I don't know. You want to do some art. Doesn't matter. You can make as many stores as you want. I have another one. I can hit mint. I can upload my image. I can take whatever I'd like to upload. I mean, this is a picture of my, one of my Axie scholars getting some funds, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, it's my mask, I think. Anyways, upload whatever you want. Mint it all. Oh, this is Ronin, yeah. Anyways, that's all for this video. Gosh, I hope it was helpful, Ricky. I hope that by going through this, you got a better understanding, or whoever watches this gets a better understanding from the playback of how to use Mintbase just to get started. I feel like NFTs are really hyped right now. Everyone's talking about them. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, NFTs, I can't get involved. This is relatively free. I mean, if you want a Near, like if you don't have any Near, you can just come into the Marma Telegram chat, be like, hey, I want to join the DAO. We'll get you a free account. You can come out here. You can drag and drop some files digitally. You can make an NFT, and you'll realize it's not that big of a deal. It's not that crazy. So you can do some pretty powerful stuff on top of this.
creating video games. When you can airdropping things to people. As I saw, you can have tickets that last forever, where if someone buys the tickets, you have royalties going to different charities, for example. Like in the example I said, it could be that only people that that buy a ticket and redeem it are able to have a chance of winning some special airdrop prize during the event, and splits can go to different charities as well, which is a pretty cool way of doing things. But I hope this is helpful. This video was way too long, but yeah, talk to y'all soon. This was mostly a test live stream, because I want to do this on Sunday, and this went pretty well. So hope y'all doing well. Love y'all, and that's all from me, Chloe, founder of Marma Day Foundation, doing Marma Day DAO Live. We'll do these maybe even every day, to be fair. I'll probably do this every day for at least like 10 minutes. What's new with the DAO? Because this was nothing, man. We just pledged for Metagamma Delta last night on Polygon. I gotta go through that. How do you use Polygon? How do we pledge? What is Metagamma Delta? Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. But this was just trying to support whoever wants to join the Letsbbcreativ store. What's it about? How to use it? All that fun stuff. And if you still don't know how to use it after this, that's okay. We got a Telegram chat. You can pop in whenever you want, ask whatever questions you have, and we're always here to help.